House to Home, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
All right, my friends, welcome to the show. And as they say, the future is female, but we don't need to jump 3 months ahead because I have two wonderful ladies, some of my best friends when it comes to real estate here with me now. Why are you laughing, Gina?
The future is female.
The future is female. Well, what is happening in the present is you guys are here, and what is happening in the present right now as far as Guam's real estate market is we are in a seller's market, evidently, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How do we actually know what the cyclical shifts are and everything? Because like 3 weeks ago we were saying, it might be buyers and everything like that.
We say it's a seller's market when the inventory is low. Yeah.
Okay.
There's more buyers out there looking for property and not enough properties. Especially in certain price ranges, really slim pickings.
And not only that, construction. We're slowly bringing in contractors.
Okay.
And getting the approval for construction, but the inventory is low because of that.
But this is a positive thing right now because it is a seller's market. So for people that may have property or they may be holding on to it because they say, I really want to jump at the opportune time, how can they actually get ready? Because you should prep. You want to take advantage of opportunities.
Yeah, yeah, you absolutely do. I mean, for sellers that are looking to sell, this is a great time to sell your property. But it's not to say that you could just put your property in the market at any price you want. It doesn't work that way. It's still a process, and there's still mechanisms in place that, unless somebody's paying cash, they're not just going to be able to pay you whatever it is you want to ask just because it's a seller's market. But what we're concerned about is we're concerned about the buyers out there, the buyers that need to get into a place, because one of the side effects of being in this kind of market is people who own property also, they're able to get more rent for their property because the inventory, the real estate inventory is really low for people who want to buy. So there's more renters out there at the same time. We still have a lot of rental properties on the market, but the rental prices are still so high, even though there's a lot of rental property.
Everyone wants a military tenant, so they price their rental properties.
Yeah.
Is it ever possible, could we be in a seller's market for one particular market segment? Like say we'd be in a seller's market for rentals and a buyer's market for permanent, like owned property, commercial? Or is it pretty much like the whole market shifts?
I don't believe the commercial market has picked up as much as residential.
Exactly.
Residential is first.
Okay.
And as a buyer, if you're out there and you're, so from 500,000 and below, and 500,000 to me sounds like a large amount of money, but that's our market right now, is 500,000 below. So imagine if you're in the 250 to 350 range. That market's so competitive. So as a buyer, you really got to prep yourself. You can't just call us and say, well, I mean, you can call us and we're going to tell you what to do, but you can't just say, I want to go look at property. We won't be serving you correctly if we just put you in our car and show you to look at property.
And if you only look at like two pieces of property, you're not getting a real good...
I think Gina and I had this discussion that to prepare, we're recommending, rather than calling us right away, we encourage you to call us, but before you do, get ready so that when you go through the process, you're not disappointed, such as getting your last 2 years tax return and all the documentation you need to go and get a pre-qualification. So in the pre-qualification process, you will know what is needed. Number one, out of pocket. How much, if you're buying a $300,000 or $400,000 home, what does that mean? It means you have to have X amount of money from your pocket to provide for your closing costs, because there's a number of fees. And people, when they go through the process, sometimes they aren't aware. They think it's a smooth process where they can just go in and purchase and without monies out of pocket. You've got escrow fees. You've got closing costs, you've got recordation fees. So there are a number of fees associated. So we want them to be prepared to know how much money do they have to save up. If you want to buy, you've got to save to make sure you have those monies available. And then also, what is your budget? The bank will tell you based on your income, how much do you qualify for? And once you have that in hand, then Gina and I can take them around and say, okay, these are the homes that fit within that price range. So it is critical to prepare. Otherwise, we put you in our car, we take you around, and then you put in your offer, then you find out, sorry, you don't qualify for the loan because either your income is not enough or you just bought a car and your income ratio has declined and you're not able to have the buying power you wanted.
And essentially what I've done is just wasted my, and what's more important, your time.
Yes.
Well, no, we're going to be out there showing and looking at real estate regardless.
Well, from my vantage point, because then the next time I call you, it's like, hey, you want to try this again? You're going to be, okay, you burned me last time.
Yeah,
I know,
honestly, we
I know you're gonna
we
help me
don't mind that.
I know you're going to help me because you're very, very kind, but it's still.
But we want you to be prepared. We want you to have all the information you need so that we can move forward. Because what's the point in moving forward where you have to take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back? So we want our buyers to be prepared and be knowledgeable in this process.
It's a very competitive market. So if you realize that it's a seller's market, when you go, especially homes that are priced well, okay? Anything priced under $350, that's a competitive market. In some villages more than others. So if it's priced well and you are looking at it, you have to understand there's probably 10 other people looking at it. So when you put in your offer to the seller's going to say, show me the money. I know you're giving me an offer, but how are you going to close this deal? And that's what we want to educate the buyers about.
Okay, bottom line, get all your paperwork and all of your information in line. And when opportunity comes, jump